Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine having a comprehensive global news briefing land on your desk, perfectly distilled. That's pretty much our mission today. We're sifting through your sources from July 7, 2025, trying to find those truly game-changing discoveries and, crucial nuggets of insight. From geopolitical shifts reshaping global power structures to economic tremors felt worldwide, and even some surprising cultural and sporting moments. We're here to give you the shortcut to being well-informed without feeling overwhelmed, challenging you really to connect the dots. Let's jump straight into the heart of global tensions and alliances, because these aren't just headlines, they're actively reshaping the geopolitical landscape right now. The Ukraine conflict, for instance, it continues to intensify. Renewed Russian strikes and sobering reports from July 7th indicating 4 fatalities and over 30 injuries. President Zelensky's urgent call for enhanced air defenses and, critically, increased domestic drone production. It isn't just about immediate defense, is it? It feels like a strategic pivot.
Absolutely. It's moving towards self-reliance in what looks like a very prolonged conflict. And what's truly insightful here is how these immediate crises intersect with broader international dynamics. They really expose fractures in, well, unexpected places. Take the 17th BRICS summit in Rio de Janeiro, for example. The notable absence of Chinese and Russian leaders, that's not just about scheduling, I think. It suggests a significant, perhaps even unprecedented strain within the bloc itself. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, these major emerging economies. Their discussions focused on global economic cooperation, strong opposition to unilateral trade restrictions. Yet, the internal divisions, they were clearly on display.
And those discussions about trade restrictions are certainly making waves, no question. We've seen global stock markets dip amid uncertainties over U.S. tariff policies. President Trump's announcement of new levies on countries aligning with BRICS, that has directly led to market fluctuations and, interestingly, a strengthening U.S. dollar. Okay, for our listener, why would new tariffs specifically lead to a strengthening dollar beyond just, general market jitters?
Yeah, that's a crucial point. So when the U.S. announces new tariffs, it signals a potential shift in global trade flows. It introduces uncertainty into international markets, big time. And in times of uncertainty, investors often seek safe haven assets. It's just what they do. The US dollar, backed by the perceived stability of the US economy, becomes highly attractive. So capital tends to flow into dollar-denominated assets, which then drives up demand for the dollar itself, leading to its strengthening. It's a classic flight to safety, directly impacting investor sentiment across the board. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, global economics, we also saw oil prices drop today following OPEC Plus Light decision to increase production. They're adding about 548,000 barrels per day starting in August. This surge in supply, against a backdrop of potential global economic slowdown, due to trade tensions, it directly dampened investor enthusiasm for oil, pushed prices down.
Right. So we're seeing these immense top-down shifts, geopolitics, economics. But it's not just the big players making headlines. The very fabric of global society seems to be undergoing fascinating transformations. Consider the surprising foray of tech titan Elon Musk into formal politics, his America Party, following reported tensions with President Trump. That's certainly a headline grabber, but how much weight should we really put on this? Is it a genuine movement or more of a, personal brand extension in the political landscape?
That's a perceptive question. And while it's easy to view it perhaps as just a brand extension, it also highlights a significant trend. How influential non-traditional figures, especially those with massive social media reach, are increasingly attempting to directly shape political landscapes. They're kind of bypassing traditional party structures. It signals a shift, potentially, in where political power and influence can originate. And, in stark contrast to this very modern political development, we also saw the start of the San Fermin Festival in Pamplona, Spain, the opening bull run. That's centuries of tradition attracting thrill seekers from all over the globe, still going strong.
It's incredible to see that ancient tradition thriving right alongside something completely new. We're also tracking the 2025 Mid-Season Invitational. That's the International League of Legends tournament underway in Vancouver, Canada. Top teams competing fiercely for a spot in the World Championship. And for anyone who might not be familiar, League of Legends is just this massive global esports phenomenon.
Yeah, it really is. And what's truly fascinating here is how interconnected these headlines are. Even the ones that seem totally disparate, From the ripple effects of political tensions on markets to this blend of traditional culture, like San Fermin, and ultra-modern digital sport like League of Legends. It highlights a world that's just in constant motion and constant surprise. The sheer scale and global reach of an esports tournament like that. Millions of viewers, significant investment. It speaks to a massive shift, a shift in how culture and entertainment shape global engagement, much like traditional festivals always have.
So what you're saying is that even these seemingly isolated events, like a new political party forming or a global esports tournament, they actually paint a larger picture of how global influence and engagement are shifting beyond traditional borders. That's a truly fascinating lens to view the day through.
And this raises an important question for you, our listener. How do these diverse narratives from geopolitical power struggles and economic shifts to individual political ambitions and global cultural phenomena like esports, how do they collectively contribute to the larger global story of influence and interaction in our constantly evolving world? What might their long-term implications be? And importantly, what new forms of power are emerging from all this?
Something to ponder as you navigate your own well-informed day. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.